Mounce, BBG, chapter 35, sentence 10, and a very appropriate verse for the end of ends here for chapter 35. One of the odd things you will notice as you look through it is that there is no finite verb. So when you encounter a verse like that, you've got to assume that there is an ellipsis of an equative verb. So we're going to assume that that's the case here and see what we can find. The only thing that we can find that is in the nominative is right here. So we're going to start the sentence with grace, and then say grace, if we say like is, and just run with it that way for a second, and we can come back and change the form of that verb, that ellipsed equative verb, as we need to. But let's say grace is, sorry, I forgot that postpositive day, and or but grace is to God, right? Well, what God are we talking about? The one giving to us the victory. So here, to God, the one giving, and let's look at this here for a second. You know that it comes from didomi, so this one really should be pretty easy for you because you know it comes from didomi. You know this present active morpheme for the participle, and you've got the reduplication to tell you you're looking at a present form, so that's easy enough. And then the iota should also tell you that it's dative singular, which lines up with that definite article and lines up with who we're talking about. So grace is to God, the one giving to us. And, we would say this something like maybe. We'd probably put it in a subjunctive kind of thing and, say something like grace be to God, the one giving to us the victory through the Lord of us, or through our Lord Jesus Christ. And of course, this part I'm sure was extremely easy for you. The trick here is to know that there's no finite verb, so you got to toss something in there to make sense of it, and then also to know what to do with this participle here. And again, you do have a backdoor approach looking at that definite article. So grace be to God, the one giving to us the victory through our Lord Jesus Christ. Good enough, and you are done, and grace be to God.